watching GTV. And now it's time for this afternoon's session of Children's GBC with George Buxton again. But this time, in a live-action form this time. So here are some more programs for this afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Children's GBC on a fine Monday afternoon. Okay, then, viewers. Now, if you probably saw me in a cartoon studio from earlier this morning, and I know that Betty has already just had Gordon with her. Yeah, because I now realise that Harry Gordon was Betty's best friend in the whole world, really. Yeah, you probably get the picture. But anyways, now, before we have Harry Gordon, which is episode 9, which he goes to the garden, well, you'll be very pleased to know that we are still going strong with the Adventures of Parsley. But I'm afraid that we're going to have the last 2 episodes of it, just for now, just until we're back on these episodes again very soon. But anyway, so here we go with the Adventures of Parsley. And to begin with, here's the endurance test. That's the first of them, and of course we'll have an day in about 5 minutes. So here's the endurance test first.
There's only one thing Parsley likes better than an hour's nap after lunch, and that's 2 hours. Shares, if you like. If you ask me, my endurance has been tested as much as anyone's today.
And that was the Adventures of Parsley. But it's not over yet, though. We have another episode this time, and in this episode, this time, it's called Day. Yeah, you probably know what I mean. Enjoy the episode to find out.
Today, said Parsley, feels like a... It feels like a day. Everyone, I think I'm about to have a relapse.
And that was the Adventures of Parsley. Well, that was the last 2 episodes. For now, it's only just until we're ready to broadcast those again. Yeah, but I'm sure that we'll have some more fun with them, probably very soon. But anyways, right now on Children's GBC, and as promised, here we go with another new episode. And this is also the last one for now as well. So here's Harry Gordon, a program created by myself. And in today's episode, Gordon goes south for a nice explore round the garden, along with his mate Crash Bandicoot as well, as I've heard that Crash has already been in a garden loads of times. But this is the first time that Gordon ever gets to go out in a garden also, as much as he will be having in the 10th episode. Now, we've already broadcasted that episode last time. Well, this time, he's just exploring round today. Oh, and Betty will probably be in this episode too. So, here's the episode there, folks.
What do you say? He's not a superhero, nor a poet, or a king. He doesn't drive a car or do much of anything, but he's Harry.
Scary? No.
Harry. He has no superpowers, and I've never seen him fly. No secret hideaway, and no all-seeing eye. He's just Harry. Harry. He's most definitely Harry. Harry. Unquestionably.
One day, Gordon has just come out of his cave, and he was thinking of something that he could do today, so he could get himself warmed up. Oh yes, goodbye, Gordon. Get well soon, friend, and I hope you'll feel better tomorrow, or probably in a few days or so. Good night, Gordon. Sweet dreams. Booga booga. Ah! And that was Harry Gordon. Well, mind you, I'm so glad that he's enjoyed walking around the garden with his mate Crash. Well, despite the fact that he just fell in a pond and he has now got a cold. I feel sorry to hear that. But anyways, that's pretty much about the Harry Gordon episodes for now, just until 2 more episodes will be broadcasted very soon. So until then, we have loads of your favourite programmes still coming. And of course that we have one story of Sodor Railway Tales, the original version. That because that we got passengers and polish. So whoever gets the herd of a tank engine be polished, and will one of them get the polish as well as after Scarlowy? Let's find out, shall we?
Passengers and polish. Nancy is a guard's daughter. She was working on Scullery.
And that was Sodor Railway Tales. Well, that's the original version, by the way. And don't forget that tomorrow, that Wendell Bryn, my good friend, will be finishing off Children's GBC with the announcement regarding about the 80th anniversary editions of Sodor Railway Tales. Right, so that's that. So let's move on to the next programme now, and I believe that we're going to have Mr. Ben. And in today's episode, it's called Zookeeper, in which Mr. Ben is pretending to be a zookeeper for the day. That should be interesting. So, will Mr. Ben keep the zoo animals in a cage? Well, let's find out, shall we?
Festive Road was quiet.
And that was Mr. Ben. Well, mind you, being a zookeeper really is hard work when you have to look after the animals. That's for those who are animals, really. Right, so that's Mr. Ben. So now, if you remember that earlier on this morning when we had our Children's GBC premiere of Christopher Crocodile, which is called Cloud Crazy, well, you'll be very pleased to know that from this week onwards, from now on, we will have a double bill of Christopher Crocodile at their mainly 5 minutes episodes. So, obviously, the first one to begin with is all about fair. That's the first of them, and of course we'll have the chairlift one in just about 5 minutes as well. So here's one episode of Christopher Crocodile, and today's episode of this double bill. Fun fact.
Every year, Fisher's famous funfair comes to Muddytown. I can't wait to go on the Dodgems. I do it right, Christopher. You'll give the trick away. It was the best funfair they'd ever had, and everyone said what a wonderful crocodile Christopher was.
Was Christopher Crocodile. Well, mind you, now, yeah, I'm so glad that he has managed to come up with a better solution. Yeah, by preparing a different type of funfair, which he calls it Croco Fair. Get it? Now, anyway, so if you think that's all over now, not yet though, viewers, because we have episode 3 of Christopher Crocodile next. At this time, it's called Chairlift. Mind you, well, if you're an old dodderer, would you use a stair lift? I think so. But anyways, see this episode to find out for yourself. Enjoy.
In Muddytown, it rains nearly every day, so not many people go there. But nice people. I think I'm going to stay.
And that was Christopher Crocodile, and in fact, 2 episodes. Yeah, and I'm sure we'll have more fun with Christopher Crocodile next time. But right now on Children's GBC, so here is another Children's GBC premiere for this afternoon, and it's called The Big Night. The Big Two Nights, which is about Sir Maurice and Boris. I reckon that this one will be a bit funny. Oh, fun fact though, did you know that the Big Night, that was one program, but that was before Peppa Pig was introduced in 2004. And the same with Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom, which I despise those 2 shows. But no offense to those who likes those shows. And if anyone else likes those shows, I can handle your opinions, and as long as you can handle mine back. So anyway, here's the Big Nights, and here is episode 1, in which episode 1 is called Ethel and the Imp. Well, let's watch this episode to find out what they're up to first, shall we?
The height of 2 men, the weight of 4, the strength of 16. Sir Boris, finest swordsman in the world, and his brother, Sir Maurice, not the finest swordsman in the world, but the most enthusiastic. And their noble pets, Sir Horace the dog and Sir Doris the hamster, the Big Night! Another day dawns at
That was the Big Nights. Mind you, those 2 nights sure do look fat, don't they? That's the first time we've ever done it. So don't worry though, I'm sure there'll be more big fun with the Big Nights probably soon, no doubt. So anyways, now let's move on to the last programme now, and here's Chuckle Vision from Series 2. And in today's episode, in which they get to talk about music, as in triple clef or something like that. There are all sorts of musical instruments, which you'll see in Chuckle Vision in this episode today. And as they say, to me, to you, to me, to you, to me, to you, to me. Here's Chuckle Vision anyway.
Hey, what do you think of that, Paul?
Hey, that's very nice, isn't it?
It is very nice.
Oh, I like that. Look at that candelabra. Me. Oh, no, that's wrong. Something out there. Can I get it? What's that?
It's a bowl of fruit, isn't it?
That's no good.
I think it looks good.
We're doing a programme on music. Everything from opera to orchestral.
And back again.
Yeah, and top-class musicians don't have bowls of fruit on their lids.
How do you know what top-class musicians have on the pianos?
I happen to be on first-name terms with one of the greatest musicians in this country, and he definitely does not have fruit on his lid.
OK, then. Who is this top-class musician you're on first-name terms with?
Me.
Silly me. I should have known.
Just sort those instruments out, Barry. Oh, good morning. We've a stimulating programme for you today.
To you. Oh my goodness, that was the loudest thing I've ever done. Yeah, I'm sorry about this, everybody. I couldn't resist doing a high-pitched singing there. Now, anyway, so that's Chuckle Vision, and don't forget, now, we'll have another Series 2 episode of Chuckle Vision, probably tomorrow afternoon, which I will be broadcasting, and I will be at George Buxton's house tomorrow to present more programmes for our younger viewers, including yourself. Right, so I'm going to say goodbye, and I'll see you tomorrow afternoon. Bye-bye, everyone. See you tomorrow. Bye. You're watching GTV, and now it's time to have a look at some classic trucks. But not just trucks, by the way, just classic buses as well as trucks, because this is called Ticket to Ride now. It's classic trucks. You're watching GTV, and now it's time to join Jack and Stan for an ITV comedy classic on the buses. I'll get you for this, Butler.